250 SKUs, 60,000 farmers, and 928 crore turnover, and you are touching 1,100 crores. So 92 you started. Yeah. So just take us through that thought process as a 17-year-old. What made you, take a decision that, okay, this is what I want to do?
In 1991, I joined into the milk business, which is basically we are agriculturist and nobody educated. That means I'm the only person gone up to 8th standard. I don't want to mention 8th standard, but it's coming. At my age 17, my father is doing a milk business, a very small way. And that too, it's a very tiny cottage industry. And he's struggling to come out from the business, not able to make the business. And somehow I am not interested in studies. See, interest study illa அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் அப்படின்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா அப்போ வந்து up to எல்கேஜி யூகேஜி டு 6th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் ஒரு ஸ்கூலில் படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன். அப்போ வந்து மனப்பாடம் பண்ணி படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தது வந்து over the period எனக்கு அதே பழக்கம் ஆயிடுச்சுங்க. Then 7th when I joined some other school, I am not able to cope up. Then that is what I completely I shown my interest towards business. Suppose 2 years I struggled a lot. Then for my survival, எப்படியாச்சும் ஏதோ ஒன்று புதுசாக ஏதோ பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறபோது தான் வந்து பன்னீர் ஏன் பண்ணக்கூடாது அப்படிங்கிறது வெரி ஸ்மால் வே. அப்போது பிக்கஸ்ட் சேலஞ்ச் அப்படின்னா இன்றைக்கி மாதிரி வந்து இன்டர்நெட்டில் போய் சர்ச் பண்ணுறது, ஏதாச்சும் யாராச்சும் நெட்வொர்க்கிங் பண்ணி இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் வர்ற ஏஜும் கிடையாது, அவ்வளோ எக்ஸ்போஷன் கிடையாது. ஏன்னா அந்த ஒரு ஈரோடு தாண்டி நான் எங்கேயும் வெளியில் போனது கிடையாது. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷனில் வந்து ஸோ இப்படி பன்னீர் எங்கிட்டேருந்து மில்க் வாங்கி ஒருத்தர் பன்னீர் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தார். சரி இப்படி பண்ணால் பன்னீர் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொன்னாங்க. ஸோ அட் த டைம் எனக்கு வந்து எதுவுமே இல்லாமல் பன்னீர் பண்ணணும், எப்படிங்க பால் இருக்கும் எதுவுமே இல்லை அப்படிங்கும்போது ஐ டுக் பிளாஸ்டிக் கிரேட்ஸ், வெஜிடபிள் கிரேட்ஸ். அப்போ தான் கிரேட்ஸே இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் ஆயிருந்து அந்த காலம். அப்போது கிரேட்ஸ் எடுத்து ஒரு மஸ்லின் கிளாத் வச்சு பன்னீர் நான் பண்ணிட்டேங்க. மார்க்கெட் கன்ஷனையும் குவாலிட்டி நல்லா இருக்குது அப்படின்னாங்க. ஸோ தென் அப்போது பன்னீருங்கிற ஒரு எங்கேயோ ஒரு இடத்துல ஒரு லைட், ஒரு ஒளி பார்த்து அப்போது ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணதான் வந்து பன்னீர். ஏன்னா மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த டைம் நீங்கள் எப்படி சவுத் இந்தியாவில் வந்துட்டு பன்னீர் எப்படி பண்ணுவீங்க, பன்னீர் எப்படி நீங்கள் பன்னீர் லீடராக இருக்க முடியும்னு கேட்பாங்க. இட்ஸ் மோர் இன்டு நார்த் இந்தியன் ப்ராடக்ட். ஸோ இட்ஸ் மை சர்வைவல். அப்போ வந்து பெரிய விஷன் எதுவுமே எனக்கு கிடையாது. எப்படியாச்சும் ஏதோ ஒரு பண்ணணும். ஏன்னா அதை விட்டுட்டா நான் ஐ ஷுட் கோ ஃபார் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் தான். ஸ்கூலும் விட்டாச்சு, வேறு வழி இல்லைங்க. இல்லைன்னா இங்கே வேலைக்கு தான் போகணும். அந்த மாதிரி சுச்சுவேஷன்லாம் வந்து இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணோம். தென் கொஞ்சம் ஒரு மார்க்கெட் மீன்ஸ் தோஸ் டேஸ் 3-4 star hotels will be there. Windsor Manor, Holiday or 3-4 star hotels வந்து milk, along with the milk my vendor will supply the paneer Horeca customers. அப்போது குவாலிட்டி நல்லா இருக்குது, இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா பண்ணோம். ஸோ அந்த இயர் என்னால் கண்டினியூ பண்ண முடியல. தென் up to then 95 onwards I focusing only on பன்னீர். பன்னீர் வந்து எங்களுக்கு ஒரு அந்த டைமில் நல்ல ப்ராஃபிட்டபிளான பிஸ்னஸ் இருந்து, ஏன்னா காம்படிஷன் கிடையாது. இட்ஸ் எ நியூ ப்ராடக்ட். அதர் ப்ராப்ளம் இதில் என்னவா இருந்தது அப்படின்னா, தட் இஸ் நீல்கிரீஸ் இஸ் த ஒன் டைரி ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் கம்பெனி அட் த டைம். தோஸ் டேஸ் யூ ஹாவ் டு புக் ஃபார் ஆர்டர் ஃபார் எனி பார்ட்டி ஆர்டர், anything. You have to 15 days before we have to book the order. Sometimes they give, they may not give. That is the situation. Then what we did after I am entering into paneer manufacturing, slowly I make this paneer available everywhere. The premium, we are removing the premiumness of this product. It's now we are focusing on paneer. It's like a day-to-day product. It's like a fruits and vegetables, how we are consuming every day. We want to make the paneer available everywhere with a cold chain proper infrastructure. So these are the challenges. And then as I said, the brand name is the challenge. So wherever I go to the supermarket for retail, then we need to have the brand name. So just for namesake, I selected the name, gone to the browsing center and selected this name and given. And over the period, we focus on only for this paneer. And then only along with the paneer, it's a very difficult for the this is a cold chain product. Without with one product is impossible to supply and to scale up the business. Then we added butter and kova one by one. And then another challenge is any stores without the chiller, we cannot place the product. So one shelf is the two, three products will be there, then the rest we cannot fill. Then we came out with the other products, that is a curd. See, before that paneer, those days paneer is like a lifestyle product. 15 days once or 1 month once we get the paneer to cook. That is very premium at the time. Then we want to enter into day to day. That means curd is everyday product. So we introduced curd along with the paneer. We pushed and we keep on adding one by one after one product. And that is what we completely focus on, the dairy products.
Okay. Thanks, Satish. Satish, you said that you have got 60,000 plus farmers. How do you manage the supply chain? In nutshell, if you can tell me, right from that farmer to the from farm to fork, how does that paneer happen?
See, we have right now 70,000 farmers. See, earlier 10 years before we procure, we procure milk through middleman, there is a vendor. And then we are not getting the good quality, and then farmer also will not get the right price to the whatever we are paying. It's the right price will not reach to the farmer, and then also we are not getting the good quality because ours is a completely product company. Without good quality milk in place, we are not able to produce a good product. So we gone with direct procurement with the farmers. It is a painful job, but we started slowly, one by one. And whatever the vendor system is there, and we shut down the one side. On one side, we are opening farmers network. And we made a very good, beautiful system now, a farmer collecting the milk from the farmers.
Good. Satish, you mentioned that the last 1.5 years, was a period of disruption, change, and transformation for every business. What are some of the learnings from that period which have made you stronger and better? Last 1.5 years, the 18 months we are talking about.
See, during this pandemic time, when first we announced that day, completely, it's fired me like anything. Because everywhere the milk, it's not like other industry. We can shut down the thing and we can restart. It is not possible. Because immediately, whatever is there, we cannot say no to the farmer to collect the milk. Even I buy the milk, I pour it, it is not matter, but I have to purchase the milk. That is our commitment, 365 days to the farmers. And then when I saw the TV, that is a 21 days lockdown, it's announced. And immediately I'm searching for my fuels, that is a boiler fuel. Because anyway, power, we will get the power. But if I don't get the steam, I cannot process anything. So I searched for immediately to collect the briquettes, fire briquettes everywhere, and stored a huge quantity within a week time. And then after that, 3-4 days, it is a very struggling period. God's grace, we are having our own network, that is own logistic we have, and we are very much worried about the official, how they will behave, because even one cases is reported at the time, they will shut down the factory. That is the situation at the time. And even one day shutdown also we cannot manage. Even 2 hours we cannot manage. It is a difficult situation. And even all employees, if you take truck drivers, nobody, everybody came for the job. And it is really helped at that time. And it is very difficult for us to supply the material, because everywhere the panic buys started everywhere, because people have started storing more product at the refrigerator. They know how many days, they don't know how to get the product, and storekeeper don't know what will happen. So we 24 hours we worked how to reach the customer, because apartments we parked, some of the apartments we parked the vehicle, we started selling directly to because most of the stores is closed. So because of our own logistic, because of our own system, we can able to manage at the time. Yes.
Okay, so selling directly to the consumer also started at that time.
Yeah.
So the next question is related to this only, that during this time, several businesses were reporting negative growth. But Milky Mist managed to not only stay strong, but expand into newer product categories. What made this possible, and what were those categories, Satish?
See, ours is completely essential product. So it's compulsorily it will we have, the sales will happen. There is no doubt. But only thing is, as I said, the managing the show in the during the pandemic is very difficult for us.
Yeah, because the cows and the buffaloes will not stop giving milk because there is a lockdown. So anyways, the production has to go on, and you capitalize on that. What were the new product categories that you introduced?
See, during the pandemic, we introduced so many products. That is for immune system. This probiotic curd, and surprisingly, mozzarella cheese. If you take because the people are sitting at home trying so many products on their own because all restaurant all closed. So you have to make yourself at home. So suddenly the pizza base is very scarcity in the market. So at the time we introduced pizza, frozen pizza, and like that so many products. And also during that period we are not able to travel, unable to travel, and we made most of the products at the time.
So I can see a new product development has taken place, and it's an opportunity or a blessing in disguise. And here, Satish is telling that they used to have mozzarella cheese. Now, everywhere there is a lockdown. So, all of us are sitting at home. What should we do? We want to eat pizza. Cheese is available. So, he took this as an opportunity and created that product of pizza base, right?
Yes.
And that's where ready to eat pizza is something which he came up with a new product category. And I think that's where innovation comes into play. Fantastic case study here, Satish. And how is it doing currently? This pizza thing that you came up with. How is the business doing with the pizza product that you came up with? How is it the sales of pizza?
The pizzas, frozen pizza sales is doing good. Yes.
Good. Yeah. Now, since you are handling, I saw the graph, the journey. You started with, I'll take it 0 at the age of 17, and 30 years down the line, you are 1,100 crores. Okay, so that's a huge this. Two, three things from a management perspective that I want to ask, because your passion was towards entrepreneurship. And how do you manage people? That is one. And then I'll talk about finance. But first, we'll talk about people management. How many employees you have, Satish?
See, we have total sales and production. We have 1,800 people total.
1,800 approximately. So,
Yes.
and any specific mantra that you want to share as far as people management is concerned?
See, we have very good HR team now. Previously, we don't have big HR team. Now we have a very good team, and now we made everyone accountable. That means we made a complete app, particularly for sales people. Earlier, sometimes they don't go to the market and they will give the report, we are in the market. So now we made a complete own app called Distromatic. So if particular store he is visiting and then he go to near the store to the chiller, then only with the geo mapping, we will come to reach us this person is active, and how many times he visited particular store, and how many times he visited the distributor point. So all these things we made accountable now. And we declared incentive for the people because we made everything on net. Now we want, once we made accountable, then the productivity more.
Geotagging, using technology to manage people, and I think that's the right way for all of us to go. Last couple of questions before we wind up. From a finance perspective, when we were discussing it, previously, how do you, when I say how do you manage the question, I want to know again your finance mantra, because you are handling such a big business. And anything specific that you would like to share? And are your plans for IPO too?
We have very good finance team, and particularly we gone, see, dairy is a completely high capex industry. Any machine, any process you go, minimum 20 crore or 50 crore, any machine, one single machine it will cost. Because the globally, the best technology we are adapting, and all the hygiene machine will be very costly. And recently we gone with the 550 crore investment greenfield project with our with the support of the funding by banks. And then we didn't go for, so far we are not gone for equity, and we are pursuing to go for IPO on next 24 months.
Okay, and that's a good news. What, as of today, and it will go up, what is the valuation that you are looking at, Satish?
See, as of now, valuation, different valuation, there a lot of people are giving. And because our new, see, earlier, when we are starting this project, it's completely all bankers or private equity. Most of the people, they said it is a high risk, you are going for too much of debt, because it is nature. But last 30 years, I am into the business. I am not bothered about even 1% about the debt what we are taking, which is because the business last 30 years, what I know, only I only invested in that. I am not investing into some other business. And we boldly, courageously, we took the debt at the time. And then at the time, most of the finance advisors not to go with this kind of debt to raise equity. See, raising equity, it's not I am not against the equity. The dairy, as I mentioned, is a dynamic business, which time to time any decisions by our own, I have to take it. We cannot look for somebody to approve or to make any decisions. And as I mentioned, it is very difficult for, say, any investor. Say, so many, we are not used to that with all the classes what they are going to mention. See, I saw 2-3 transactions, they miserably failed. But me, I'm an individual person. When we are taking any kind of decisions, we want to go with our own business strategy, not with somebody's advice at this stage. And then I took a bold decision to go with our own. Even I have a lot of difficulties. Even 1 year completely stopped because of the Punjab National Bank issue. Completely they hold all our funding. But after that we got everything. And then now we are very comfortable with the banker. And then business also, from 200 crore we jumped to 1,200 crore. The leverage ratio, all bankers' language is changed now. So we are very
looking at a valuation of?
See, valuation,
you can.
I don't know. I'm not chasing for valuation. They given the valuation of $1 billion valuation.
Excellent, $1 billion.
Yes.
So here we have a unicorn with us, and very soon you will find that in next 24 months' time, things will be, as per what.
See, we are not looking for the current IPO fashion. We are not into that. And
not the current fashion of IPO, the way it's going.
We want to go with our own, even whatever the cloud valuation, whatever is there, we are not chasing that, because so many things are there. We want to give our focus. We don't want to defocus what is currently what we are taking, what is going on.
Milky Mist mein dum hai. So final question before we end, what are your, we just discuss, I can see right from where you started 35, 40 years back and where you are today and what your plans for future. What is the success mantra, 1, 2 or 3 that you would like to share with the audience before we close?
See, in my journey, I stay focused what I am doing. And the business, what I know, only I focus. Example, if some business is rosy or some business is giving more profit, I will not look into anything. And it's purely my passion, what milk and dairy product, it's completely my passion, it is in my blood. I used to tell, I will talk to paneer every day. That is the kind of nature I have that because whatever dairy technology, see, lot of technologies are there in the dairy. If you take National Dairy Research Institute, you go there, they will have lot of theoretical thing. But they don't know, most of the people, the senior scientists don't know how it's a real paneer is.
Yeah.
But that is the experience last 30 years. I myself did all my hand, I did everything. So
Everything, he has done it with his own hands, in the sense he has not relied only on consultants. That's one. And another mantra that, before you go to the next point, I want to clarify that the learning for all of us is, jiska kaam usi ko saaje, and he is getting into the business which he knows better, and that's what we call core competence versus diversification. I will only compete on the core competency that I have, and I will not diversify just because it's a lucrative field. So that's an excellent insight
and
for us.
moreover, I want to express to everyone, see, actually, it is not an easy journey from 25 crore is my debt. 25 crore is my total debt. And less than 170 crore is my top line. But I am giving the paper to the bank that 480 crore is my expansion. I want this project. I don't want to reduce anything in this 480 crore, but I want this. Either I go with equity or with the bank. So immediately when I met first in IOB chairman who visited India, Coimbatore, and he said immediately, I will take the paper, don't worry, he said. See, most of the time, what people will say, either you need to have the collateral, with the collateral security only you can able to get the bank funding, or you need to bribe the people, then you will get the loan. It is not like that. Both the cases, it's not there. I don't have any collateral. Maximum all put together with the high value, 30-40 crore, 30 crore also we boost up the value. That also is not there. See, but I boldly took the decision to go for a 480 crore funding, and so many days, sleepless nights for me is there, because a lot of challenges, it's not an easy journey. But I stick with that and I succeed in that.
Excellent. Last question. What is your message to our retail community? What is your message?
See, particularly if you take each and every process and every transaction, we want time to time innovation is must, because what traditionally I am doing, what previously we are doing, that is, it doesn't matter. Now, time to time change is very, very important. It's not simply use the word change, but we need to look for what is happening all over the world, not here. And if you don't go fast in the new technology, all the thing, it is not possible to cope up with the current digital platform. See, I always think, who is your competitor? If you ask me, I am the only competitor for me. Because if I don't move fast, then someone will come and kick us. So it is for me, ahead of 5 years technology, we moved now. Now we are coming out with another 400 crore investment, and we started our new construction. And within 8 months, we want to, 10 months we want to complete. Now we preponed to 8 months. So if I don't, another 5 years ahead, we are thinking of what we want, what are the new product innovation, what is going to be happen. Because a lot of challenges is coming. That means dairy, you should not consume the milk, and vegan is the next future. All these things is there. But I don't believe all these things. But traditionally, my father, my forefather, everybody is agriculture, and we are used to be every day consuming the milk. How come this suddenly it changed to vegan, all these things? I don't believe at all, not a one single percent. So we are boldly investing on the new technologies, and See, we need the protein and we need the good nutrition for the thing. This is the one source which is good, and I am believe in that and moving forward.
So to sum it up, change, innovation, technology, vision, speed is what Satish has given us as a mantra. Thank you very much, Satish, for your time.
Thank
and
you.
it was an insightful, discussion with you. Thank you.